Hello, James.
How are you? Very good. Good.
This is emotional. I'm back in Bailie.
You are indeed. Yeah, it's been a little while.
You are the lucky man that now owns this tractor.
Yeah, I am. I feel myself to be very lucky. Actually, it's a privilege to own it.
It's a lovely tractor. What are we doing here?
Well, we're just basically moving the surface of the ground a little bit to try and encourage some regrowth, get some weeds to grow before we can spray it off.
The main job for this tractor, the main job that you bought this tractor for, was for baling, but we're heading towards the end of the season.
Yep.
We were only able to get over, and it just so happened to be there was rain last night.
It wasn't very helpful.
So, to be fair, yourself and T.H. White and young Ryan there came up with a master plan. So there's a local guy looking to a wee bit of, I don't know, like discing or whatever you want to call it done. So we said we would.
Well, it worked out very well. We managed to find a bit of work for it to do, and it's all working good.
Basically, we're pulling this 6 metre.
Yeah.
We're pulling it at 13 kilometres an hour as this speed's been set. Be interesting to see how she's doing it up the hill. Does she not? I take it it's no problem to her.
You'll find out.
How has your season been?
Pretty good, actually. Yeah, it's the beginning of a new business for me. So I've got other things I like to do, and but I've done a fair bit of baling, and it's gone. The weather's been great. The straw's been really good, and we've had a nice season.
Now, if I've got this right, James, you've sort of moved a wee bit more towards contracting?
Yes, yeah.
A wee bit,
Basically, we sold a farm at the end of last year, and we've taken up a bit more contracting work. And the opportunity, really, I was looking to go into baling, and this tractor came along at the right time. And Ryan, being the canny salesman that he is, said that it'd be a great tractor to have in front of a baler. I was wise enough to believe him, and it is. It's a very good mixture, really.
But then you and I met at T.H. White's one day, and I started explaining a little bit about the history of the tractor, and I could see straight away your attitude. You were like, "Wow, I didn't realise." And you said to me, "Gareth, before I left that day, you says, Gareth, I want to make sure and keep the good work that this tractor has done alive." And you have had this tractor involved in local charity work, which is great to hear.
Yeah, no, and it's always wherever we go, it has a huge amount of interest. I was baling at a farm last week, and a lad stopped in his tractor, came over and said, we never thought he'd be this close to the tractor. It's amazing how many people know the story of Bailie, and it's really nice to be able to keep him local to T.H. White's in Marlborough, with the connections you've had with Andrew, and they're a great firm. Yeah, they do great backup, and it's nice to be able to take this tractor around a bit.
Absolutely, it's a lovely tractor.
It is.
It feels every bit as nice as it did when we had it.
It's all coming back to you.
Yeah, we're getting there. Well, I just put her up into the third one there, and I just felt the difference coming up the hill there. She just get a bit more. She's not going to hold herself back. So the memories are just.
Because you spent a long time in this tractor.
I did. I spent a long time in this tractor.
Because I wasn't aware until the day when we were speaking earlier that you'd basically travelled around Ireland in only about 6 days.
Yeah, we had 6 days. We did a bale challenge where the target was to bale 100 bales in every county in Ireland over these 6 days. But what I tried to do was we had a TW35 and we wanted to take it around Ireland just to promote everything to do with the charity. And we agreed to that. So we had 4 tractors, 4 round balers, and we set off on this challenge, but we kept the this here went on a triaxle 31 odd foot low loader,
yeah,
and the TW up on it, because to promote our own charities, because we raffled the TW35 off for Make a Wish.
yeah.
So we approached New Holland about a chariot, and we basically said, give us the best that you have. And negotiations started, and for some unbeknown reason, us in New Holland clicked with the idea.
Yeah.
And boom, we landed ourselves with this tractor.
Yeah. And they did come up with the best.
Yeah.
You know, this has got everything on it, and it's a absolutely fabulous tractor.
Week 1, we did 1,135 miles. That was the first thing this tractor did. It covered those miles.
But it's an amazing achievement. It really was.
It was. And that particular week now, we managed to raise 60 grand on that particular week.
Fabulous.
And that was not a part, you know, the Make-A-Wish was a different project. The Make-A-Wish was $250,000
wow,
over two seasons for us. So that was a big
yeah, and very generous people, you know. Absolutely incredible to be able to raise that much money. Farmers are great at getting behind you. Yeah.
So they are.
Yeah.
So all I did was I put her into the third light there, and the whole idea of that is as soon as she should respond quicker in the transmission on a hill like that, so she should kick herself up the rev faster. She should be a wee bit more aggressive on the stick.
But as you can see, I don't know what she's taught, 45%. Yeah, I mean she's.
Oh,
like,
she's not
1,600 revs. It's not really noticeable.
She's not.
And that's the great thing with the big Bailie, you know.
I think we're coming up a steep hill. We're achieving our speed, and we're only at 70% engine power like this.
Yeah.
She's not even. We could probably come up that faster. Maybe we'll try it a bit faster.
I'd be interested to see how fast she would go up.
You sure you are?
No. You're in the right seat. I'm not. I can be bounced around. You'd put a crash helmet on, I think, for that.
Well, day to day for you then, you have a lot of meetings and things to attend.
My other hat is I'm a local county councillor, so I spend quite a lot of time in offices, in meetings. So it's quite nice to be able to come out into my little shed, which is, you know, a place, my man cave.
Well, it's sort of the daily role in a county councillor. You know, just because I really don't know.
Okay, to be quite honest, I don't think there is such a thing as a typical day.
Okay.
Because you get emails through, you get phone calls. You know, it could be something like planning permissions. So I'm on planning committees. It could be trying to sort out potholes, which is a never-ending problem. It could be the fact you're going to a local meeting. My particular role as chairman of Wiltshire Council is I'm also responsible for chairing the main council meetings in County Hall, in the council chamber. So we have a number of those meetings every year.
Now, chairman, is this a little now from? So I'm a limited company, right? It's the same idea as chairman of the board.
It's an interesting. We have a leader of the council and a chairman of the council, and the chairman of the council is the same as really John Burko. He's like the Speaker of the House. So my job really is to be the referee in council meetings and to make sure procedure is followed and that everybody is polite to each other and everyone behaves, which is, we are very fortunate that we have a very well behaved council. But that's my main role. And also I'm very fortunate I get to do the nice civic jobs.
Can you cast a vote then?
No.
Okay, like John Burko?
Yeah.
Now, if you don't understand who I mean, I think nearly everybody understands who John Burko is. That's how you pronounce it, John Burko?
Burko, yes.
Burko. He's the guy in Parliament.
He's the man who shouts order.
Does all the shouts,
yes.
Tells everybody all these fancy names, wears hilarious ties.
Yes.
And he also is the guy that comes out with the eyes.
Yes, the eyes to the left. Nose. Yeah. And that's a similar role of the chairman of the council. So my job is is really to be the referee of council meetings.
Well, I can see why you love this here side of it all.
Yeah, it's the variety in life. You know, you must find the same. There's some jobs that you do, but the fact you're always changing your job means that you never get bored with one of them.
Definitely not. What's your favourite thing about this tractor? You know, you've had it for a season now, done a bit of bailing, a bit of bits and pieces of work.
It's just its capacity for work. That's the amazing thing, really.
The hunger.
It just takes everything on very easily. It's very comfortable. It's a great place to work, but it's just what you put behind it doesn't notice. You know, it just copes with everything very easily. And also, I think, really for me, it's also the history of it. That's as important to me. That's partly reason why I decided to buy this one. Because after hearing the background of it, it struck a chord for me, and I thought, well, you know, the opportunity doesn't come around very often to own a tractor with this background.
Yeah, but ultimately the charity side comes down to my own personal adversity, and you know, mental health's a big thing that I want to look at as well, not just raising money, and I'm trying very, very hard to focus on that, and that's why I'm very open about my journey, and that I really struggled. Right. And but I never seek medical attention. I always battle through it, and my own business, my own Grassmen thing, it's what kept me going. It's
a very man thing to do, though.
Yeah, I'm happy to talk about it.
Keep plodding along and thinking it'll all be fine because you can do it yourself.
Yeah, and we need to learn to open up.
Particularly farming.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so.
And especially as we have a job which is quite isolating. We're not in a position we talk to people. There's not often a lot of people around to talk to anyway.
Yeah.
And I know the NFU has done quite a lot of work recently about trying to help farmers. It's something to talk about.
We'll have to do more.
Yeah.
We'll have to do more. One of the best things we did this year, we've been taking a back step from actually raising money this year, but we've been working with a lot of charities separately. So our local air ambulance is a charity, and Northern Ireland Air Ambulance. So we set up their first ever agri training day. So we modified our camp, and they brought the spare helicopter, all the doctors, and we set up scenarios. I had a forager with a calf leg rammed into it, and they had an actor then attached to it, or an actress in this case, and they had to practice amputation, and we had a calf and a bull and a strike, because I think the number one reason for their call-outs is road traffic collisions. Number two is rural.
Yeah.
And we things like that all take time and effort, but that was a nice thing to do. So, well, could I be a councillor?
Well, but you should. All you got to do is stand for election.
Jesus, so I'd be like the Masons, I'd get black beamed.